The title for this video being Now is the Time is because there is never a right time to pursue your passion. Whenever you decide to pursue your passion is the right time. But now is the time.
It's another one. It's MK.
I'd like to welcome you to my world where I'll be dropping some nuggets. So please let me introduce myself. It's MKO. Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. I know most of you are here because of the title. I just wonder why you had to do this to yourself by just checking me out. I just hope I don't bore you guys to death. My name is MKO. I'm a singer-songwriter. For most of you who really want to get personal, the K in MKO is Kingsley. But you can choose to stick with MKO or just call me Kingsley, whatever works for you. This is my very first video. Congratulations, yay, you've made history to be one of the first few to view my very first YouTube video. Well, I just hope you like this video enough for you to subscribe to my YouTube channel, give me a thumbs up, and let's see how it goes as time progresses. But once again, I appreciate you guys clicking on this video to check out what I'm gonna rant about. Well, if you're one of those who check out videos because you want to check out the people who are funny, you know, all of that stuff, I'm sorry, man, wrong channel. Problem which I go through is my serious look is the same as my, as my unserious face, which is a bit weird because people who know me, they can't differentiate between when I'm funny and when I'm serious, right? And it's a struggle. Imagine having to keep a straight face every time when you're being funny and when you're not. So I doubt if people actually tend to take me seriously, when I'm being funny, and I doubt if they take me seriously when I'm being serious because they can't tell the difference. So for those of you who tuned in simply because of the title of the video, well, we're gonna get into it. Like I said earlier, I'm a singer-songwriter and I've been doing music for quite some time. The reason I had to title this particular video as Now is the Time is because I live in Dubai, and that's I've lived here for about 11 years, and I've come from a corporate background. I don't want to go into too many details so I don't bore you, but I've come from a corporate background. I've worked for 4 different firms, corporate firms, before I decided to take things seriously with my music. So music had always been a passion. It had always been something I was gonna do regardless when, but I just wasn't sure when exactly to get into music properly. So this is an advice to you guys, right? It doesn't matter what you want to do, if it is music, agriculture, filming, whatever it is, right? The title for this video being Now is the Time is because there is never a right time to pursue your passion. Whenever you decide to pursue your passion is the right time. But now is the time. I say this because I've been doing music, I've shot videos, I've traveled, I've performed outside of the UAE. I've been around to do performances. But even then, I never gave 100% to music because I was always afraid of what's gonna happen. Can this sustain me? I've got a 9 to 5 that pays me well enough to look after myself, well enough to travel, well enough to support friends and families back home in Nigeria, because that's where I'm from. Do you get me? So at this stage of my career doing music, is it enough to sustain me? Is it enough to keep me going? Right? The question is, it could have been enough if I gave it 100%. And I know this because I've seen how far I've come since the very day I decided that I was gonna do music full time, right? I'm gonna get into that, but I'm just giving you sort of a bit of hint of what my journey as an artist, has been like. So yeah, I always felt when I put out my music back then, I would release a single, try to promote it from Dubai, and then occasionally I would travel, outside of UAE to promote it. I would go on tours, from radios, you name it. And then I do that for some time and I stop because I have to come back to work. And there is a limit to how much time I can be outside of the UAE, because obviously when you work for a company, you don't have the luxury of being away from work. Do you get me? So when I come back, that momentum would reduce instantly because, it will be difficult to keep up with the pace when I'm already back to work. And with my last position, I was I was doing business development for the company, which means half the time I'm constantly on the move, networking, meeting people, trying to onboard clients for the company, right? So it reached a point where I decided, do you know what? It's time for me to do what I want to do, and it's time to dive in heads first. And guess when this was? This was last year. Do you get me? So I gave him my resignation, and not many people know this. I gave him my resignation. My boss said to me, yo, Kingsley, are you sure this is what you want to do? I have, because I still have a great relationship with my ex-boss, yeah? I have a great relationship with her. So what she said to me was, are you sure this is what you want to do? Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take your resignation letter, yeah? I'll put it away. I'll give you 2 weeks to think about it. When you're sure, come back to me. Because I don't think music can sustain you. I don't think all the other extra stuff you do, because I also run events, can sustain you, knowing how expensive Dubai is. And I said, okay, cool, I'll think about it. But bear in mind that I had given you my resignation letter today, which means after 2 weeks, my notice period will have to start counting from this very day. But if I do change my mind, then obviously I'll just stay. So I handed in my resignation, as I said before. You're gonna find out that I'll be repeating a lot because I don't know, for some reason is what I do. Anyway, moving on. I came back to work, everything was normal. Every day I was just going through life. A day before the deadline, my boss said to me, oh, by the way, I'm drafting the email to go to the rest of the company stating that you have resigned. Are you sure? Because once I send this email to all, I cannot go back. I can't retrieve it. Wait, before that, actually, hang on. Before that, they actually gave me a promotion, right? They gave me a promotion to fill up the position of a previous colleague of mine who was in a much more higher position than I was. And I'm like, hang on a second, I want to leave. I don't need additional responsibility. This is not what I want. Do you get me? I want to go after my passion. This is the time. So fast forward back to the day my boss told me she was about to send the email. She goes, I've drafted it and I'm going to send it out tomorrow, which is the next day. So when you come back to work, let me know. Now, trust me, again, I have a fantastic relationship with her. And I know I was fantastic at my work, right? I'm allowed to brag because, I was with the company for about 6 years. And in those 6 years, all my clients, even till date, are still good friends of mine. Some of them are actually supporting my music career in the sense that some of them sponsor my events as well. So let's go forward. Anyway, this is a very, very tactical mind game. She wasn't playing games, I know that for a fact, but think about it, yeah? She gave me 2 weeks to think about if I want to stick around. And then a day before the deadline, she reminded me. Bro, that very night, I had a panic attack Because I got home and I was thinking, hang on a second, it's happening. If she sends out this email tomorrow, that's it, right? What do I do? I'm the guy making the music. I'm the guy writing the music. I have my producer here in Dubai, Sammy Young, what's up? And I have my producer in Nigeria as well, Mr. Cadillac. So these guys create the music and I jump on it. And I don't have like a major team of people who support the music in terms of ensuring that it plays everywhere and it's getting, extensive streaming online, whatever. So I'm basically doing stuff on my own and figuring it out as time goes on. So am I in the right position to say adios to a great job? Probably not. But anyway, I was willing, I was sure that's what I wanted. So I came home, had that panic attack, couldn't sleep, my head was spinning, it was so bad. But when I got to the office that next day, she said to me, I'm gonna send out the email, are you sure? And it was a wake-up call to me, and I sat down and I said to myself, give me 2 seconds to just think about this. So I asked her to hang on, and I said to myself, would I make this, is this a decision I want to make? And instantly I knew it was the right decision. And I said, yes, go ahead and send the email. And trust me, obviously once she sends it, there is no going back, right? And that's a wake-up call for me. And that's another reason to propel me to keep pushing and keep pushing my music till I take it to the next level. So this is the beginning of my journey as a proper artist. Even though at this point, I've been around, I've performed with the likes of the Davidos, I've performed with on the same stage as Jidenna, as Sarkodie, Morgan Heritage, the list goes on. Do you get me? I've been around, I've performed for over 5,000 people. But at the same time, I was still one leg in and one leg out, right? So now is the time. Now is the time, because when you put it out there, you're gonna learn as you go. You're gonna make all the mistakes. But there's one thing that is for sure. You have to ensure that you can sustain yourself. And that is a reason to keep you going. And you can only go forward. And if, somewhere along the line things doesn't work out, you can always go back to work. But you would not die knowing that you never tried. I know that was a bit too harsh, having to use, death as a descriptive factor. Yeah, descriptive. I know, right? Factor to describe what my journey has been about. But this is video number 1. I just want to give it to you guys in small doses so we can get up close and personal together. Do you get me? My next video is when I talk about when I've actually taken my journey, I've resigned, and I've started my music journey, right? But for now, just enjoy this very small intro of MKO and Now Is the Time. I never intended to do a second video actually, because I just wanted to talk about my journey once, on the very first video. But I don't want to, I'm new to this, right? I'm new to it. So I just feel it's better when it's short and we all grow along together. And I just hope this first video is good enough for you to subscribe to my channel, like, share, and maybe the next one would actually inspire you to take a step into whatever it is you want to pursue, right? Bear in mind that I know for a fact that there is so much going on in the world right now with COVID-19. So it might be difficult for people to make life-changing decisions. But at the same time, it depends on what life-changing decision you want to make. Because these days, online-based businesses seem to be thriving more. It's always been, the right way to go about your business anyway had always been about going online. These, with the way the world is going right now. But trust me, at least start small. You don't want to make the same decision like maybe quitting your job almost instantaneously. Remember, I started anyway, and I reached a point where I felt I was confident enough to say bye bye to my 9 to 5. So, on that note, I want to say to you guys, thank you very much for sticking with me, for checking out my first video. Do subscribe to my YouTube channel. And I also have a separate YouTube channel for my music. It's just MKO. So look up MKO, my music, Dance the Night Away, Good Loving, whatever. And if this is your thing and you don't care about my music, that's cool. That's cool too. Do you get me? So, but I just thought I should let you guys know I'm new to this YouTube thing proper. And I hope I can consistently put out content for you guys. On that note, I want to say peace out. Did I just say peace out? Most people have catchphrases and everything. Well, I haven't discovered mine yet. So for now, peace out is what you get, okay? Just take it, all right? And actually, you can leave a comment. Yeah, leave a comment, and maybe I just might be lucky enough for you to leave a very good catchphrase for me. You know, a good catchphrase to sign out. But for now, again, peace out.